I bought some forbidden fruit, which actually is true because the fructose is what I should not intake. You know, sugars, fructose, starches, all of that. But I am always, as soon as I get to the valley, I buy coffee, sugars, you know. Yeah. So boring. Working on the computer is so boring. There were times when I was wishing I could be working on a computer day in, day out, because I was outside all day long. So that was when I was homeless. Being outside, walking, taking showers, like taking showers in the swimming hall, then shaving my legs in a river. You know, it was all outside. It was never me being at home. But now that I'm at home and so far away from everything, I'm the opposite. You know, now I would rather be seeing you know, I don't know what I want to see, but I want to have more interesting things going on in my life. I'm working my head off, you could say. Of course, I watch a lot of Seinfeld, but by that too, I'm learning. So I now know a lot can be said between people in short time, as long as they speak clearly. You know, some people on Seinfeld don't, so you really go, you know, what is it they're saying? And they're also, the most funny is when they are like making faces to stuff, like the face Jerry made on the bisque, on the crab bisque, or the bisque that she had in the Yada Yada episode, or the faces Jason Alexander does. He's like yeah, often doing like this, oh, I'd rather not be here face. You know, it's not a grimace. I'm not really liking Kramer too much. He's always screaming and falling about the place, and that one isn't funny when it happens every time you see him. If it were to be him just doing that here and then, being clumsy, falling into already open doors, you know, that's what he does. So that would be funny, the unexpected. But you see him do it all the time. Yeah, and it's what kind of, it's the work they did was, you offer a lot, like every actor, to the role. So probably they couldn't stop him that easily, because in the bloopers you can tell that, yeah, the Elaine character, she's still kind of laughing when Kramer kind of, you know, falls about the place. But sometimes she isn't even turning. And once he's out the door, I mean, she's not turning towards Kramer to see what's happening when he's very loud when falling. That one is kind of strange. So she's not really, you know, embracing his acting. And then also, sometimes, as soon he's out the door, she's turning towards Jerry, and she's like really sucking up to Jerry. She is. I mean, she's like liking it more to have parts with him, and even in the bloopers when they get interviewed, she would say stuff like, yeah, and she couldn't keep it together when she was saying that that stuff about the crab bisque that she had. The best part, she wasn't emptying out with a yada yada. So she couldn't keep it, or she was loving so much to, you know, work with him because he couldn't keep it together. And you even see that in the final cut, the one that made it into the episode. And that's true. So they often were laughing their heads off. And it was even, it's sad that they, Larry David, one of the main writer, or the main writer actually, loved it when people were reacting by laughing. So yeah, that's, to me it's unprofessional, because then you turn a shoot into a kindergarten, because everybody is making everybody laugh, but within certain like seconds of a episode, not everything is funny. Just a few things are. So you should keep it together. It's much more laughable then for the audience. Yeah. So I'm gonna play the lottery, which is a good thing to lose some money. Just came to my mind that I could do so. Yeah. And I really want to get away from here, because the river always looks wet. I'm complaining about the river always looking wet. Yeah, but it also looks cold, icy cold. So you wouldn't really want to swim in there. And yeah, it wasn't possible throughout the summer, so I'm like fed up. And since 2013, I thought I'm a gardening person, so I had a garden. But actually, I'm a wildlife person. I like to have just wild nature around me, unattended nature. So I'm not a garden person, even though I've been collecting a lot of flowers and leaves, and I've pressed or dried and laminated them. You know, I work with these materials, but I'm not into digging in the earth and then wait for something to come out there. I'm really not. And so I'm saying that gardening is about the same like hiking, just walking about, you know. And I'm not really into that. I want to be swimming or, you know, anything. It could be swimming, like laying beside a river all summer long, and when there's bad days, then go swimming inside. And like twice a month I go to a movie theater, and otherwise I, you know, to a art house movie theater maybe. So this I never did around here. Here I was just getting my coffee, eating sweets, hiking alongside the mountains into the valleys and on to the top of the mountains. And once I've seen that, then to me it was like, yeah, I've seen it. And now I'm longing for the west of Switzerland. Yeah. So I had a lot of sugar already. I don't care. You know, I can always be not eating 2 weeks as I did, like I was not eating 11 days or something. Then I get real slim again. It's just the fact that I'm eating every day that makes me so fat. It's not really that I am as fat. Yeah. And you've seen me move uphill, so as long as I'm fit for my life, I don't have to worry. So now I go buying stuffs right there. Bye bye.